Good morning.
Hey.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the call. Okay, we're starting now. Okay, perfect. Happy Saturday. Anybody wants to share something before we started? Okay, perfect. Hold on a second. Okay, I know we have the event in Florida going on yesterday and today. Actually, today's when they had the big thing. I saw all the pictures. That's going to be cool. They have great events in different cities, as you probably have seen the pictures already. I mean, this week has been Dallas, San Luis, in Iowa. I don't remember the city in Iowa, Chicago. I'm missing something. And then they're in Florida right now, and they have very successful. Now today we are going to go through the onboarding. Oh, hi, Lovey. Good morning.
Sorry, you asked that and it just reminded me. Greg is going to be here on the 18th of November, so I'll drop the
Hmm.
flyer on the chat in San Diego. Sorry.
In San Diego. Yeah. I knew that, but I don't. It's good. Okay, yeah, that's good. By the way, those of you that don't know, Greg Ferraro is one of the six stars that he's going to be doing the presentation in San Diego. And some people don't know, but he's my personal sponsor. He's the one that sponsored me. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to the call this morning. And we, like always, we divide the call in two. We have the onboarding, the first 25 minutes, and then we go into the pay plan. I divide it into recordings. Um, and I like to do that. By the way, the flyer is on the right side for those of you that want to see the flyer and to know more about the event in California and San Diego. Okay, perfect. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I'm so excited about what we have the website that we've been using with all. The reason is because it's an amazing resource for all of you. It's like I always say, like a little encyclopedia where you can find everything about the company. And the reason we created, and I like to repeat that every time, is because most of that information is available. It's just that it's all over the place, and that's the reason we created the website where you can pinpoint the information that you are looking for. Let me share the screen. Okay, and then you're gonna see the website. All right. By the way, for those of you that don't know, uh, San Diego is probably the city where more million income earners are in network marketing. Southern California in general, all the way from Orange County to San Diego, but for some reason there are a very big concentration in San Diego. As a matter of fact, the first company I was, 20% of the people earning over $1 million were in San Diego. That for so many states and cities in the country, think about that. It's why I look for the $1 million. Of course, Love is going to be one of them. But it's why she lives there. But anyway, okay. We created this site. Let me share right now. And the purpose is to have like an encyclopedia. Start using sites like this. In the company we were before, the first site like this, we started around probably 2006 in our team, and we started using it because not only for our team, but we have there were a lot of people in the company that were orphans, and they were calling us where to get the information, and that's why we created a site that at the time was called howtogetgoing.com. And now, of course, we have our legacy maker. That's the name of the team. Now, this is full of business resources, and the way that's set up, when you go to the first page, right away you can start preparing your business for action. For example, welcome, getting started checklist. This is actually a letter that I like to send to people that we sign up. And the reason is because they are the links, they are the different things that people needs in order to get the first information about the company, where to go, etc., including the groups in Facebook. It's a great letter to send the link to people, or you can print it out. And again, it's the first one. The second, Smartship. Make sure that people are setting up the Smartship. Why it's so important? And again, we have, for those of you that are brand new, you can go through the website and to see, well, what is so important, the Smartship. One of the things that's important is, first of all, you don't run out of products. You know that every 4 weeks you are getting the product. The second part is that you are active always with 60 points. The reason it's so important, and we are going to see it in the pay plan in the second part, is that when you are in 60 points, you never lose your volume, even if you are not qualified for it. The volume keep accumulating, not just during the month, 30 days, but for the rest of your life, as long as you're active. Why important to be in ownership, but we're going through the details here in this part. Then the Tree app, very important to download the Tree app, because that's what we are using to send links to people, to send the information, because we are not going to be the expert in the product. The expert in the product is Dr. Dan, the different tools that we have in our app. And you can download the app. As you see, you can download the app and in your iPhone or your Android. You can have either one. Okay, let me go back to, all right, Facebook community. This is our Facebook group. It's very important to belong to it, because then you have news and new stuff. And for example, the newest presentation, it was downloaded on November 6th, I mean 2 days ago, that you can download the presentation. It's a PDF presentation that you can download into your computer. You can print it out, you can do whatever you want, but it's there. When people say, what do I do? What kind of presentation? Here is the presentation. And then we have, by the way, I like what she introduced introduce herself. Every time, make sure that you come with the group, because there are a lot of information. Like I say, wow, she did a great job 45 minutes ago. That's perfect. By the way, you don't have to do exactly that, but she definitely is introducing herself, who she is, etc. I love that. And you can do the same thing. Introduce yourself, more about yourself, your goals, etc. And again, the link is right here. Okay. And again, you know the steps to follow, the welcome, etc. And then the team calendar. And the reason it's so important, because you must know what is happening during the week. And all these are the team calendar and the different activities that we have. And you can click, and it's active in the sense that when you click, you see there is a link there. And there's also a flyer that explains what it is. You see, we have Saturdays here, etc. That's really cool. As you see, basically, when you start out, you see, okay, I already know the group is. I download my app, etc. Then we go to the second stage, back office tour and Tree wallet. This is when basically it's the same thing. We are doing, there's going to be an update. Actually, the company is coming up. That's why we are not adding anything. But basically, it's how to set up your e-wallet. That is how you are going to get paid. And there's a video there that explain it. It's very explanatory. Business training, I'm going to skip it for a second. Product education. Now, the reason product education, we have it there is for your own information. That doesn't mean that you have to learn everything that's there. Here is the product education. It's everything that we have about the company, about the products, excuse me, Dr. Dan, why we are in the PDR, the epigenetic studies. And by the way, all these have the links now. You can, somebody say, well, I want to see the study, and then you can send the study to the person. And in this case, it's the epigenetics. But you see, you have, the cool thing is that you have all this, information there. Again, it's for you to know what it is, but something important, the app that I was telling you had most of these things. That means that when you are talking to somebody, You can send from your app the link, because when they open the app or the link that you send them, you get a notification that the person is getting the information. But again, we have a lot of videos, mostly again for your own information, interviews with Dr. Dan. We talk about the medical plant. And the reason I say you don't have to learn all this, you just send the information, people. Now, most of this information are also in the app. For example, here, there's a video that's in the app, the fact sheet that most people, when they ask you, well, what is in the products? Then you send the link to that from your app again. Now we had this for deeper research. This is not part is not on the app, but this is for people that mostly are chemists or very deep into studies, etc. Because most of us are not going to read that. And let me tell you why. When you start reading this, you say, "What the? The milligrams and micrograms and mercury and what the heck? What's that?" And by the way, it's very long. This is just in one of the products. Look at that. Can you imagine if we had to learn all this? We don't. This is when you are talking to somebody, you don't send this to the average person. Just when a health professional say, can you send me anything deeper? One more deeper than this. But you send it to a regular person like me, and I'm going to pass out. Look at that. I'm not going to read this. Most people will never read this. But a health professional would do, or people, or chemists, or things like that. With people in professions. But it's good to have the information, because people say, also, I have somebody who wants deeper information. They want the clinical dossier. Here it is, next to each product. The fact sheet is what you send to everybody. Very few people are going to need this. When I mean 1 in 1,000, probably. Then we have the information as you see all the products, and then at the end we have additional information. When some people ask you, well, where do you manufacture the products? Just go to this page, it's there. Manufacturing certifications. Again, everything's here. We give you more information about the products than not only any network marketing company, but any nutritional company. Try to get this information like that. Many people, they don't have it. But that's the product education, again, is for you to know where the information is. And again, most of those videos and PDF files are also in the app. Now, business training, that's where we go to build the business. I want to build the business. We have what is called the 5-point recruiting system. Your goal, you already said yes to 3. Now, what are your goals, etc.? And then this graphic is the key. And we are going to focus a little more into this graphic in the next 10 minutes. Make your list. Who do you know, etc. And the cool thing that we have links here that help you to make the list. First, how to share your story, and second, your name list. And then here is the form, the first form that you fill up. And by the way, sometimes you see this for the first time and say, who are my 10 board of directors? Well, these are people that you think that would be hot prospects, people that will do very well in the business, and they are the first 10 that you are going to approach. Now, there is like a memory jogger where that help you to make that list, and you can print that and fill the form. You see, and the second one, how to create your story. These are the sample, the steps to do your story. We are going to add the video there, but again, we are waiting for some things before I think by January, you are going to see a lot of the things updated. All the links work. Everything is the way it's supposed to. It's just that we are thinking in adding some things. Actually, I'm doing doesn't matter. I'm doing something that's going to come in around January or before. Now, connecting and inviting. This is the second step. First, you make your list, then you connect. By the way, third step, presenting, 4, follow-up, and then you do the onboarding with the new people that join. Now, on the step 2, again, we have links, how to connect and invite. This is by using the scripts. The tracker forms, every form that we need in the business. By the way, and I always said that how important is the forms. When you want to build business, is important in any business, and this is in most jobs too. You have to have forms or tracking forms or way where people track what is happening in the business. And this is a business, and it's a serious business. Just because it's so easy to get in, that doesn't mean that it's not a big business. Tell me on how many businesses you can start with $2,800 or less, and you can create a potential of $1 million a year, even if it was only $100,000 a year. But after you create an income here and you have a team, it's a residual income, and we are going to go through that in the pay plan. But now here are the different forms. You saw already the first one. The second one, the 3 daily practice, that is connecting, presenting, and follow up. That's part of those 5 steps. Remember, but these are the middle steps. You make the list, but then you're connecting, presenting, and follow up. And the idea is to do 3, 3, 3 every day. And that's the idea. When you get to that point, wow, your business exploded. Here is the tracker. I like this tracker. It's my favorite because you write the people that you're going to be connecting, and again has the memory jogger here, and then the people that say yes to take a look. This is not joining, because for 15 people that look at the whole information, I'm not talking about just saw a 2-minute video or something like that. You are going to have probably about 5 to 6 people signing up, sometimes more, sometimes less, but eventually it's going to get to the point that the average are going to be around that. And that, imagine that you do this every month. What could happen to your business? But anyway, this is the tracking forms, the roadmap to 3 stars, roadmap, excuse me, to 3 stars. And this is really cool because is you see what to do to be 3 stars, etc. Actually, we are going to be adding a video there. And there are other forms. There are planner forms where you are planning for every day. It's like you have in your planner. If you have a planner yourself or you use your site, this is here in case you don't know how to create a planner for your week and how to track your leads. It's super cool. The forms, very important. Like I said, if you don't have a follow-up system, what's happening in your business, wow. The basic DMO is what you do every day. The core 3 is the promotion that we have. You sponsor 3, and then you get a bonus, and your people duplicate it, and you get another bonus. We have it there, and the roadmap to 3 stars. And this is basically the how to become a 3-star. We have a video there, and by the way, we are going to talk about that today. Here is the video. We are not going to go for 53 minutes that video. We're going to go for a few minutes because, but anyway, it's very powerful. The step 3 is presenting, and we have the links to all the presenting tools. And by the way, some of you say, whoa, that's kind of overwhelmed. Remember, when you're starting out, your main work is to make your list, and the rest you are going to be doing it with your upline. It's so important that you work with the person that introduce you. Step 4, by the way, presenting the opportunity. You can make sure that you work with your upline. He or she is going to be working with you, do the first at least 7 presentations, because you want to learn it. And the best way to learn is to see what's going on and then participating, even if it's a little bit. Anyway, here we have also a booking system where you can book your own presentation, virtual launch. If you want that us do a presentation for you, just book a virtual launch. If you want a personal presentation for you, for your goals, etc., the next one, the 30 minutes. Let me give you an example how to use it. For example, let's suppose that the 18th, you want to do a presentation at noon. Make sure you put your name, your email, and then share as much as you can about the meeting. We don't want to be flying blind to a presentation that we don't know exactly what's going to happen. And if you have guests, make sure you tell us more about the guests, who they are, etc. But I love this because we book a person. Step 4 is the follow-up guy. And by the way, it's how to follow up with somebody. Here. Okay. Closing scripts that you already saw the script. Book a follow-up Zoom. That's the same link that I showed you now before. You see here it goes just straight. Now follow-ups are not presentations, why they are 30 minutes only. closing scripts, and how to overcome objections. It's a great place where you go to objections. And then at the end, the onboarding. And you already know the onboarding. You have the enrolling form. Make sure, by the way, you print some of those to have always available. The welcome letter, you already saw. The onboarding is what we are doing now, and the team calendar that we already saw. Okay, these 5 steps are the steps that are going to help you to become successful in the business. Let's go to home. Now, if a person was to say, okay, I just want to go into business training right away, when you click here, you go straight to this page. Business training. Business resources are the links. Okay, we had the links. How to launch the business, that, by the way, is the same. You're going to see here. Ta-da! It's like a resume of everything plus other where some of the forms are. Some of the things are, excuse me, not form. Tracking forms, we already saw that one. Team order form, you already saw that one. By the way, again, you click there and go straight to the sign up form. Team presentation slides, that's the same one that you saw before where you can download the presentation. I'm not sure if we have this one that we upload in the Facebook page, because that's the newest one. Then we have a health professional slide. This is for people that is going to approach a health professional. This is a presentation that you download, and it's not exactly the same as this one, because it's a mostly product presentation that include many things of what the health professional has to do in their office, in his office or her office. Product training, we already saw it. You see, you go to links that you already seen before. You can go to the different links on your own. The scripts, and we already saw the script. Social media 10-day launch. You have links to how to prepare your social media, the pay plan, training recordings, everything is actually there. We are going to be making change on the quick links, but there are the different links to the different presentations. Custom invites, this is if you want to create your own invitations, it connects you to Canva. If you happen to Canva, and then you share one of these forms, in this case, this one, where you can personalize it if you want to do your own Canva things. Landing page, is a page that I'm gonna be updating in a big way. That's gonna take me a little while, but it's already really good. It's a presentation. As a matter of fact, let me show you. It's a whole presentation divided by pages. First page. When I say updating, is with the information. I like to change some of the look, etc. We probably going to have some tabs because something else that I'm going to be adding. But anyway, and then the workbook, that's where you set up goals. It's mostly a setting goal setting, yeah. But this is what it is, the tools that we have. Let me get out of here. Any questions? I know I went a little quick, but I just wanted to know where everything is. And you go through the first part when somebody's starting, make sure you go with your outline. The person is going to guide you, tell you what to do, the steps to do. And this website that I show you is a great support to do that. Because in that way, you know what to do first, where is everything, the products, the business plan, everything's there. Any questions before I continue to the second part? That is the one that I always super excited. Not that I was not excited about this one, but are the numbers.